You know the word procrastinate, you know meticulous, you even know flabbergasted because you saw it in a fancy vocabulary list once and it stuck.
And yet, this morning, you wanted to say, I forgot to plug in my phone, and you froze because the word plug just wasn't there.
That's such a strange, common trap. Learners chase impressive, advanced words, while the small, boring, everyday verbs, the ones you'd actually use 50 times a day, quietly get skipped. Charge, spill, fold, grab, miss the bus. These aren't exciting words. Nobody puts them on a impress your teacher vocabulary list. But you need them constantly, every single day in real life. There's actually research behind this too. A relatively small number of verbs make up the overwhelming majority of everyday spoken English, far more than any advanced vocabulary list ever will.
Which means mastering these everyday verbs deeply, actively, genuinely gives you more real conversational power than another 100 rare, impressive words ever could.
So today, we're fixing that gap. Completely. We're going through 100 everyday verbs, real, common, useful ones, grouped by real-life situations.
Not rare, fancy words, just the ones your actual day is built from.
Hey, welcome back to Enjoy English with Noah.
Today's episode is a little different, more of a practical toolkit than a deep lesson. We're calling it 100 verbs you use every day.
We've grouped them into 10 everyday categories. 10 verbs each, with a quick, natural example sentence for every single one.
You genuinely don't need to memorize all 100 today. Just notice which ones you already knew and which ones quietly surprised you.
Let's start where your day starts. 10 verbs for your morning routine.
Wake up? I usually wake up around 7.
Get up? I don't get up immediately, honestly. I stay in bed a few extra minutes.
Brush? I brush my teeth right after breakfast.
Shower? I shower in the morning, not at night.
Get dressed? I get dressed quickly if I'm running late.
Make? I make coffee before anything else.
Grab? I usually just grab a piece of toast on the way out.
Check? I check my phone way too early, honestly. Pack? I pack my bag the night before, when I remember to. Leave? I try to leave the house by 8. 10 simple verbs, and honestly, you probably use most of them before you've even had breakfast. Let's be honest for a second, Mia. Which of those 10 did you not actively know how to use in a sentence before today? Honestly, grab surprised me a little. I knew the word, but I don't think I'd ever really used it naturally in a sentence before. That's exactly the point of this episode. Recognition and active use are genuinely two different skills, even for words this simple. It's a good reminder that knowing a word on paper and actually reaching for it in real life aren't quite the same thing. Next, verbs for work, study, and getting things done.
Work. I work from home most days.
Study. I study English for 20 minutes every evening.
Write. I need to write this email before lunch before sending it. Read. I read through the report twice before sending it. Type. I type faster than I write by hand now. Send. Can you send that file over when you get a chance? Call. I'll call you back in 10 minutes. Meet. We're meeting at 3 to go over the plan. Plan. I like to plan my week on Sunday nights. Finish. I want to finish this before the deadline. 10 verbs that basically run an entire workday, honestly.
Now, verbs specifically for talking and connecting with people.
Talk. Can we talk for a minute?
Tell. Tell me what happened, honestly. Ask. I forgot to ask what time we're meeting.
Answer. She didn't answer my message yet.
Explain. Let me explain what I actually meant. Discuss. We should discuss this properly, not over text. Agree. I completely agree with you on that. Disagree. Honestly, I disagree, but I get your point. Argue. We argued about it a little. Nothing serious.
Chat. We just chatted for a while. Nothing important.
These verbs alone could carry an entire real conversation. Honestly, disagree is what I think a lot of learners avoid, even when they know the word, just because it feels a little uncomfortable to use. That's true. It's almost easier to just stay quiet than to actually say, I disagree out loud, even politely. But avoiding it doesn't help your English or the actual conversation. Practicing I disagree, but in low-stakes moments genuinely builds real confidence for bigger ones later. I think I'm going to try using it a little more deliberately this week, honestly. Verbs for actually getting from one place to another.
Go. I need to go now, honestly. Come. Can you come over later? Walk. I walk to work when the weather's nice. Run. I ran to catch the bus this morning. Drive. I drive about 20 minutes to get there. Ride. I ride my bike on weekends, mostly. Arrive. We arrived a little late, honestly. Leave. What time does your flight leave? Return. I'll return the book by Friday.
Travel. I love traveling, even short trips.
10 verbs, and your entire day of movement is covered.
Arrive and leave seem so simple, but honestly, they come up constantly in almost every travel or scheduling conversation.
True. And it's funny, learners often know much more complicated travel vocabulary.
While sometimes hesitating on these two basic, essential verbs. A good reminder that the simplest words are often the ones doing the most work in real, everyday English. Now, verbs for food, cooking, and eating. Because honestly, we spend a huge part of our day on this.
Cook. I don't cook much during the week, honestly.
Eat. Have you eaten yet? Drink. I need to drink more water today. Taste. Taste this. Tell me what you think. Order. I'll just order something. I'm too tired to cook. Buy. I need to buy groceries after work. Pay. Can I pay for this separately? Prepare. I prepare lunch the night before, usually. Cut. Can you cut the vegetables while I start the sauce? Mix. Just mix everything together and let it sit. 10 verbs, and suddenly your entire kitchen makes sense in English. Honestly, taste is one I underestimated for a long time. I always just said, try this instead, never really using taste naturally. That's such a small substitution, but it's exactly the kind of thing this episode is trying to fix, filling in those quiet little gaps. Small gaps like that, multiplied across 100 words, genuinely add up to a much richer, more natural way of speaking.
Verbs for the less exciting but genuinely constant part of life. Chores.
Clean. I need to clean the kitchen. Honestly, it's a mess.
Wash. Can you wash these dishes when you get a chance?
Fix. I need to fix that broken light in the hallway.
Organize. I'm trying to organize my closet this weekend. Throw away. Just throw that away. It's completely broken.
Put away.
Can you put away the groceries, please? Sweep. I need to sweep the floor before guests arrive.
Vacuum. I'll vacuum the living room later today. Tidy. Let's just tidy up quickly before they get here. Spill. I spilled coffee all over my desk this morning. 10 verbs, and honestly, most of your weekend cleaning is right there. Spill is such a specific, useful one too, honestly. It comes up more often than you'd expect in daily life. Definitely. I spilled tea on my keyboard just last week, and I remember genuinely reaching for that exact word without even thinking. That's a perfect example of a word becoming truly yours through a real, slightly annoying moment, rather than a flashcard.
A slightly damp keyboard was worth it, apparently, for the vocabulary lesson.
Now, verbs for something we all do constantly. Dealing with technology.
Click. Just click that button in the top corner.
Type. I keep mistyping this password, honestly.
Search. Let me search for that quickly.
Download. I'm downloading the file now. Give it a second.
Upload. Can you upload the photos to the shared folder?
Charge. My phone needs to charge. It's almost dead.
Connect. I can't seem to connect to the Wi-Fi.
Save. Did you save the document before closing it?
Delete. I accidentally deleted the whole file, honestly.
Scroll. I keep scrolling through my phone before bed. It's a bad habit.
10 verbs, and basically your entire relationship with your phone summarized.
Honestly, scroll might be the most used verb of this entire episode, if we're being completely truthful about our daily habits.
Painfully accurate, actually. I probably use that verb, or should use it, more than almost any other word on today's list.
It's funny how a word can be so common in real life and still barely show up in traditional vocabulary lessons.
Exactly the gap we're trying to close today. One everyday verb at a time.
Verbs for the moments we spend with other people.
Meet. Nice to finally meet you in person.
Greet. He greeted everyone warmly at the door.
Hug. She hugged me tightly at the airport.
Laugh. We laughed so hard at that story.
Smile. Just smile. It makes everything feel easier.
Help. Let me help you carry that.
Share. Do you want to share this with me?
Invite. I invited a few friends over this weekend.
Thank. I just wanted to thank you properly.
Apologize. I should probably apologize for being late earlier.
10 verbs. And honestly, most of real friendship lives right there.
Apologize is such an important one, too. Honestly, even a short, simple version can genuinely repair a small moment of tension. Definitely. And it doesn't need to be complicated either. I should probably apologize is such a natural, easy way to open that conversation. It's such a small verb, but it carries a surprising amount of emotional weight in real relationships. Which is exactly why these everyday verbs matter so much. They're not just grammar, they're genuinely how we connect with people. Now, verbs for what's actually happening inside your head. Think. I think it's gonna rain later.
Think. I think it's going to rain later.
No. I don't know yet, honestly.
Understand. I understand what you mean now.
Remember. I can't remember where I put my keys.
Forget. Please don't let me forget my charger this time.
Decide. I haven't decided what to order yet.
Believe. I believe you, honestly. It's more often that sudden, wait a second feeling, like forgetting the oven was still on.
Which honestly makes it a word you remember easily, once you've genuinely felt that exact moment yourself.
Another reminder that living a word beats memorizing it. Every single time.
And our final 10, verbs for how you actually feel.
Feel. I feel a bit tired today, honestly.
Love. Love. I love this song, genuinely. Like. I really like how this turned out. Hate. I hate being late. It stresses me out. Worry. Try not to worry too much about it. Enjoy. I really enjoyed our conversation today. Hope. I hope it goes well tomorrow. Miss. I miss my family a lot lately. Trust. I trust you completely with this. Relax. I just want to relax this weekend, honestly. And there it is. 100 verbs, 10 simple categories, and honestly, an entire ordinary life described completely in English. Let's fly back through all 10 categories quickly. Morning routine, wake up, get up, brush, shower, get dressed, make, grab, check, pack, leave. Work and study, work, study, write, read, type, send, call, meet, plan, finish. Communication, talk, tell, ask, answer, explain, discuss, agree, disagree, argue, chat. Movement, go, come, walk, run, drive, ride, arrive, leave, return, travel. Food and cooking, cook, eat, drink,
taste, order, buy, pay, prepare, cut, mix.
Food and cooking. Cook, eat, drink, taste, order, buy, pay, prepare, cut, mix. House and chores. Clean, wash, fix, organize, throw away, put away, sweep, vacuum, tidy, spill. Technology. Click, type, search, download, upload, charge, connect, save, delete, scroll.
Social and relationships. Meet, greet, hug, laugh, smile, help, share.
Invite, thank, apologize. Thinking, think, know, understand, remember, forget, decide, believe, guess, wonder, realize. And emotions. Feel, love, like, hate, worry, enjoy, hope, miss, trust, relax. 100 verbs, and honestly, probably 90 of them you already knew, quietly, without ever putting them all together like this. Let's turn this into real practice. Pause after each prompt and speak out loud right now. Prompt 1. Pick 5 verbs from today's list and use each one in one honest sentence about your actual day. Prompt 2. Narrate your morning routine out loud using at least 4 verbs from section 1. Prompt 3. Describe your ideal weekend using at least 3 verbs from the emotions or social categories. Prompt 4. Go back through the list and circle, mentally or on paper, any verb that genuinely surprised you, one you knew but never really used actively before.
Mia, honestly, going through these felt oddly satisfying, like organizing a messy drawer you didn't know needed organizing.
It really did. These aren't glamorous words, but they're the ones actually holding your everyday English together.
And honestly, if you take just one thing from this episode, let it be this. Fluency isn't built from rare, impressive words. It's built from small, ordinary ones, used constantly, confidently, without hesitation.
100 simple verbs used naturally and often will genuinely take you further in real conversation
Than 100 rare words you're too nervous to actually use. Before we go, tell us in the comments which verb from today's list do you use the most and which one did you genuinely forget you knew? We read every comment, and honestly, we'd love to know which category felt the most useful to you. If this episode helped you today, give it a like, share it with someone who's stuck memorizing fancy words instead of everyday ones, and subscribe to Enjoy English with Noah.
New episodes every week, right here.
Thank you for spending this time with us today.
Until next time, take care, stay curious, and keep speaking English.
Bye, everyone. See you next time.